Came here, they make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow. She can hang it up just like a telephone. Stick up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Hands them here, make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be caught like the temperature zero. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavy then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get up, go, get on, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Let's go now.
They go play action with Hurts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Up past the 30, second down coming up. The Chargers had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they went for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they try the right side here. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Now, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers his team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Lockett. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy just carried the ball. He's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken in at the 22. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. This is intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick-6, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McCoy. And he is is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He finds McCoy. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So for Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. They snap it to Herbert. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Herbert now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. from the gun. He'll hand this off. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Here we go on fourth. Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you pointed out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. On first and 10, it's Sanders. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Flush to his right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
They'll run with Sanders, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his second rushing touchdown on the year, and the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Eagles 21, Chargers 0. Matt Gay is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now on second and 13, Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series, but the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. They have pressure coming, and they got him once again. Calling a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Play action. Here's Hurts rolling to his left. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 18-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On 1st and 10, Herbert dancing to his left. He dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Again, Herbert. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the Chargers punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable for Lockett. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7, though, on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Play action. It's Herbert.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to... And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. His throw here is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And that's going to be good for Chargers first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Herbert on first down now.
On Herbert, his third interception.
Picked off by Anthony Brown.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Here we go. Complete to Miles Sanders. 2 yards on the pickup.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts on the move to his left. And It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the score 28-0.
Chargers nothing. Matt Gay set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Oh, he doesn't quite make it down at the 1-yard line. As close as he can possibly get, but still, what a return.
And, partner, not only is he kicking himself right now, he's going to petition the league for 99-yard fields. That's almost not fair to get it that far and not get into the end zone. Nevertheless, a great return.
Herbert going to keep it on the sneak.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On fourth down, Herbert. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now their defense came through to the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
On second down and 4. Hurts over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. And they work this out past the 25. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain of 37.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Eagles have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now.
Chargers, nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Herbert off of play action. And he whips that one incomplete there.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Here's Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives. And you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Cut 19! Cut 19!
Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll set up to throw. Throwing left sideline complete. It's Watkins. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it is 42-0.
42. Chargers, nothing. Matt Gay.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drive.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. That one goes for 24 yards.
At the 10-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Tyler Lockett from 10 yards out.
And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Herbert. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is Parker, complete. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
16 brings up 4th down.
They snap it to Herbert. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. Out of the gun, Herbert.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
No let-up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold-up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the...
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
2nd down.
After the sack on 1st down, Hurts.
He hits his target, Lockett. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Sanders shaking and baking. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
At the Chargers' 34-yard line.
Ready, break.
Looking to throw. He's going deep for Brown. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Looking deep now for McCoy. And this is caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams back in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll drop to throw. It's caught. Block it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Pulled in at the 24. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Powers through him.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll find Parker again, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are...
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.